Iko Nini. Every time unafikiria hii serikali haiwezi kuudhi, inaendelea kukuudhi. Utafikiria hii ni intro ya the same video ile nilikuwa nimefanya previously, but this is a new one and there is more bullshit. And the bullshit this time ni kuna vile ma MP wa Kenya wanataka a higher salary, na msee alibaki ameambiwa spread message ni msee anaitwa Kaloma. Unajua Kaloma CBS, sama vile Ian alikuwa anamuita the commander of bullshit. So msee alitokea akaanza kusema vile the previous government like parliaments walikuwa na make mob, na saizi hao wenyewe wana earn less than CSs and PSs, and that means that they cannot oversight them. And that's the most bullshit nini nishaisikiaga, because try to imagine, inamaanisha that in the world kuna not even the world, wacha tutumie Kenya kuna mtu anaitwa Peter Ndongo. Peter Ndongo ni CEO wa Safaricom. So CEO wa Safaricom, to some level he anajua like akicommit a crime, not to some level, but if he commits a crime he should be arrested by a Kenya police, si ndio? But Kenya police wangapi wana anigi 200 million per month? So you can't say that you cannot oversight someone who earns more than you. That's bullshit. So wacha tusikie hii upumbavu ile watu walikuwa nasema. Alafu this also shows you how much Kenyan politicians make, because angalia these other developed countries, these billionaires, the Elon Musks and the what, wanaitangwa mbele ya Congress, na nakuja hapo wamejihumble and they have more money than everyone kwa hiyo Congress. So wacha tusikize huu fala kile alikuwa nasema. This was on Thursday.
Honorable Speaker, we are being embarrassed. Each time we have election, you return, there is a new remuneration. You sat in the 10th Parliament, Honorable Speaker, and you remember the pay for a member of Parliament was over 1 million, so about 1.2. And Honorable Speaker, it was not subject to any taxation. We come to the 11th Parliament, it is 630. We come, Honorable Speaker, to the 12th Parliament, it was moved, you remember, Honorable Speaker, to 510. Let me just ask the members, why, for instance, should the salary of a cabinet secretary be beyond the salary of a member of Parliament? It is because when you look at the Constitution, Honorable Speaker, for the judiciary, there is a statement saying that the remuneration of a judge shall not be changed to their detriment. The remuneration of commissioners, Chapter 15 commissioners, cannot be changed to their detriment. We don't have similar provision for Parliament. That should...
So nasikiza ufala. So ufala anasema hizi stories zote, salary yao inaenda chini, this is bad, this is but hii kitu ni simple sana. Like if you don't like the salary, just quit. Simple. It's called public service. If you're not ready to serve the public, just fuck off. Inakuwaga simple. But sasa, this is what's going to happen. Right now, we have a president who's very unpopular. And the only reason that this unpopular president is in office is because of parliament. So he needs parliament. Otherwise, a parliament that serves the people would already have impeached the president, not the deputy. Okay, wangetolewa wote. Nogele time sasa kusema kufa dereva kufa makanga. They were supposed to be both removed. But somehow he was able to slither his way out of that. And now, this is the reason why they are discussing this. Because they know that he's going to consent to anything. Because anajua tu, kai, hataki kukasirisha asi. Akiwakasirisha, like his next 2.5 years. We try kumagine sisi tuko online, alafu parliament ikuwe like 50-50. He'd have stress. He'd go through so much. So, they're going to get this salary hike. And the way they talk about these figures, unasikia msana bonga, like at some point walikuwa nalipa 1.2 million and it was not taxable. And you see like the way he's angry that he's paying taxes. And this is the same person and on the same floor approve taxes on normal Kenyans who are not earning even a quarter of that money, and then turn around and tell us like, nyinyi mko unpatriotic, like how dare you say that you are being overtaxed, you are unpatriotic. And this is the same sort of person atakuwa hapo online spreading the like the tribal bullshit that the only people against this government are people from one region. It's everyone who's against this government, and we are against this government because of such stuff. Kumbuka tuko tumeongea juu ya the way they are trying to right now censor social media. Tukitoka kwa social media sasa wanataka kuingilia nini? Wanataka kuingilia sasa kuincrease salary zao and this is to, of course, the president is going to sign this, and saizi hawezi ongea chochote. So this is the sort of country to create. But with all this, we have to go back to history, and we started calling these people mheshimiwa, and it's something really bad. We call our president his excellency. Hautaisikia place yoyote ati his excellency President Trump. Inakuwaga President Trump, President Obama, President Clinton, President Bush. Inakuwaga hivyo. Excellency hiyo ni yako na nyanyako. Hakunaga upatiwa, it's something you have to earn. See, we started all this nonsense. Then tukaanza honorable Oscar Sudi. Auoni hata those 3 words, honorable Oscar Sudi, auoni haziendani, but tukaziweka up. Honorable Peter Kaluma. These are things that don't go well. Which honor is there? If you can stand in front of parliament and demand for more money while people are sleeping hungry, if you can stand there and complain about paying taxes on very high salaries, because if 510 wanasema that's net, that's not gross, that's net. And don't forget, they get car loans that are tax free. They get allowances tax free, your mortgage tax free. Alafu they have guts za kusimama hapo na kuongea mavi juu yetu. So this is the situation that we find ourselves in, and every time nikionaga hizi situations za Kenya waganaka hivi na nashindwa, like, will this country ever change? Because even right now, if you had to ask me if in 2027 we are going to vote along tribal lines or not, I don't know. I actually don't know. Like, hiyo time, because umeona vile the politicians are really trying to push the tribal narrative, like, oh, it's only one region that's not happy, it's only one region that's not happy. This might end up ikiingia kwa minds za wase. Then come 2027 utakuwa unajidanganya, unajua nini, wasaperi ndio wameamua, they are not happy, so sisi jo, since me si msaperi, wacha ni vote ile side, watu si wasaperi wana vote, alafu what ends up happening. But now the question would be, if you had to go with that tribal route, because watu wameamua kufungua that Pandora's box, the problem would be, the question would be, at any point during the past 2 Kikuyu presidencies, did we worry about freedom of expression and freedom of speech? Those ones were there. Freedom of after expression ama freedom after speech, hizo ndio zilikuwa questionable. People are still kidnapped. Akina Alai walikuwa kidnapped. Kuna mse fulani alidedigi kwa the first term of Uhuru, anaitwa Bogonko, just disappeared from the face of the earth. But it was not as common as what's happening right now. So the criticisms were still there, but we were not talking about criticisms. At some point tunakumbuka, I think my MP walitry stories za salaries time ya Uhuru akakataa, but Ruto atakata. So these salaries are going to be bumped, and most probably macheki masalaries ama CS ziko juu kabisa. So I'm expecting hizi salaries zitaend up zikiwa juu kabisa, and there's nothing we can do about it. The only thing we can do about this story ni kungoja 2027 and to vote this guy out. But now, will there even be an election in 2027? Because don't forget, history ya control social media, it's not about social media, it's about freedom of expression. And the minute that we let these freedoms go, because I don't know, like in the time nezataka ku have a conversation with a Raila Odinga, I'd really love that, because I'd want to ask, like, damn, I know you know that because of nature you might not live to see the consequences of these changes, but how do you want your legacy to be? Do you want your legacy to be the guy who at some point fought for this country, and like you and the likes of Akina Matiba, Rubia, Koigi, even presently the Orengos, Muites, Imanyaras, muli spend time in detention fighting for freedom of expression. Eventually tukapata hii kitu and we tasted it, and right now you are ready to let Kenyans lose that, because you are the reason why every president shakes hands with you, na hii sasa nabonga na Raila, is the fact that they need you, and the fact that they need you to pass such draconian laws, and you are there. Why? Because you want a seat ya AUC, a fucking ceremonial seat. Like, what are we talking about here? Why did you miss out on presidency? Because over there, wanaitwa nani? Akina Junet, you decided to surround yourself with psychophants who know nothing, and you missed out on presidencies but that does not mean that you punish us ukue like umejam na sisi. That's number one. Another thing pia ulimiss out now, you could not protect your vote. So that's your fault. You can never blame Kenyans. Hawezi kama utuambie nyoa Kenya, hiyo ilikuwa fault yako. But sasa legacy ni important. A lot of people wanna believe you believed in Kenya. Have you ever believed in Kenya? Hiyo ndio swali itakuwa. But sawa, so my MPs, let them get their salary bump, and Ruto, keep doing your thing. The only thing imebaki ni ukishazima social media, if it doesn't work, zima stima. Iko nini?